What's going on, Legionnaires, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. If you're new to the channel, hit that sub button and hit that notification bell. Make sure you're not missing any of the content that we have coming out. And for this video, we're going to be diving into King in Black Captain America, issue number 1. Now, if you haven't been following the King in Black line, go ahead and check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It'll get you completely caught up on everything King in Black related. And with that being said, let's dive into this issue. Alright guys, so early in the battle, Captain America and a bunch of other heroes had been taken over by Knull and transformed into his symbiote hive. But with Dylan Brock being able to free Captain America, he's now making his way through the city trying to help as many as he can. And that's where this issue picks us up with the Winter Soldier and Falcon. And they're making their way through the city using sound bombs as they clear a path. And their main objective here is to draw the symbiotes away from Venom. While everybody's doing the heavy hitting with Knull and everything going on, these guys are trying to pull as many dragons as they can away from the fight. And as these two are battling through the city, we see the shield of Captain America come flying in and decapitate one of these symbiotes. And that's when we see Captain America come soaring in to help these guys out. And he jumps right in it and gets right in the fray. And there's a little bit of inner monologue going on here. And it's him talking about his presence. His presence there, giving them a second wind. The trust that they have in him to be the man worthy of the shield, somebody they can follow, someone that inspires them. But this is when we also get another voice, because there are still remnants of Knull inside his mind. And so Knull is constantly toying at him, trying to get him to succumb. And what Knull is doing is playing on all of his doubts, on all of his fears, and all of his insecurities. And Captain America is doing his best to try to shut this out, to quiet the echoes of Knull's voice, trying to remember that this is reality and that Knull no longer has a grasp on him. He was freed by Dylan, and as Knull toys at him, telling him how he's not good enough, telling him how he's just whining, and that he needs to stop acting as if he's some kind of superior being, except that he will hurt the ones he loves over and over again. And this is when we see Captain America changing back into one of the symbiotes, only for it to not be real. And Captain America is standing there lifeless. And Bucky asks him just like, what's going on with you, man? Like, are you all there? Do we need to stop? Like, you need to let me know if you can't move forward. Because right now, he is battling Knull, literally in his mind. And Knull is doing his best to try to take over again. And this is when they hear a scream, and the team goes running, only to see some individuals that are pinned down by some symbiotes. So they make their way over there, and Captain America starts laying haymakers on this symbiote dragon. The whole time, Knull consistently telling him how he's not good enough, telling him that he can't help anybody when he can't even control himself. And so with all of these symbiotes and civilians around them, they decide to make up a plan. And they use Falcon's pack. Captain America does some adjusting, and Falcon flies off, only to blast a fiery ring in his wake. And as Falcon is flying through the air, battling all of these dragons, burning a lot of them to a crisp, he gets hit in the side of the head by Captain America's shield. And Falcon, falling to the ground, feels and says that didn't feel like it was a miss. But that wasn't real either. And so Captain America just keeps seeing illusions. Small things like this that he thinks are real in the moment and he immediately feels guilty for, but picking up in reality, that's not what is actually happening. But the reality is he's frozen in spot, and then he makes a move. He snaps out of it, grabs some sound grenades, and goes after the symbiote dragon, laying down some hate on it. Cap and this dragon end up falling through the street, and Falcon and Winter Soldier go looking for him, only to see his shield laying there covered in symbiote. And we see a symbiote Captain America again. But really, this is what Knull is saying that he could be. He could be more, could be better, and that he will belong to the symbiote god known as Knull. and that Captain America will fall. And this is where we see Cap reaching for his shield in actual reality. And Winter Soldier and Falcon grab the shield and go to hand it to him. And he goes to tell them that he can't go on. And they tell him, don't worry, that they got him. And he says, no, like, you guys don't understand. And they tell him, like, whatever you're about to say, you have to ask yourself, is it what you want to say? Or what he would want you to say? And he looks up at them and he's just like, how did you guys know that? And both of them are like, you know, you don't think we know how it feels to lose ourselves? And they tell him, like, I can't tell you that voice in your head will ever go away, because it sure hasn't for Bucky. But whatever he believes in has to be stronger. And this is where Knull's voice goes away. And Captain America thanks both of them, because they know what it's like. They know what it's like to have that voice in the back of their head and constantly have to battle with it. Captain America is just more like them now. And if anything, they can relate better to him now because of this. And so this is where Cap and the team save what civilians are left over, but there's plenty of good people that are still needing help. And it's time for Captain America to get back into the fight. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I really did enjoy this issue. I read it once or twice, and after the second read, you know, it really does play well. And the aspect of Captain America truly having to battle with the voice in the back of his head, telling him to do bad things, telling him he's not good enough, telling him that he's insecure, telling him he will never amount to what everyone sees him as. And this is a voice that many people have to deal with. Captain America is just been blessed and lucky enough to not have to deal with this because of who he is. But having this symbiote god voice in the back of his head helps him be more relatable to people that actually have to struggle with this, like Bucky and so on and so forth. So all in all, I have to say it was a pretty good issue. I enjoyed the artwork. I'm super excited to get into the closing issues of King in Black, and I'm ready to see what Marvel has ready to come up next. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. If you have not yet, please do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, hit that notification bell, and until the next video,